Welcome back, my friends. I'm with my buddy Jorge today, and we are talking Kitamura. Now, we're standing in West Valley Precision, and why are Jorge and I standing here? Great question, great customer. 25 machines all around us, currently rotating 4 Kitamuras out, but 4 new Kitamuras with automation. But the story goes deeper than that. Purchased their first one in 1987. In total, probably 50 or 60 machines, but they keep rotating in and out with the new, bringing in the new all the time. Jorge's been on the front lines of this with service, support, sales, friendship, partnership, everything that's involved. So Jorge, what does partnerships mean to you?
For us, it's not just technical knowledge, but also honesty and commitment.
Yeah, I would say those are two of the most important things, honesty and commitment, because there's no such thing as a half-honest person. I met a half-honest person once, and I would never do business with that person.
Yeah, that is true, yes.
And it's obvious to me that you have committed to that. Otherwise, 25 machines, 40 years almost of business together, this is what's important.
Right, yes. So Kitamura has been an important part for West Valley, and we, from the first machine that we delivered, actually this year, we have sold 14 machines. We started being honest with the customer from quoting, delivery days, installation days, and then commitment. We're here whenever customer wants us to be. So,
and let's be fair, Jorge, Kitamura makes it somewhat easy in the quality of the machine. I mean, they're discussionably one of the best on the planet.
that is true, yes. Kitamura makes the best machines when it comes to level installed. You know, it requires knowledge, but also the machines are just built. Great, so when you start doing that geometry, they're already there.
Well, I'm going to ask you a very cliche statement, Jorge. I hope this is okay with you. It's something I say quite often. Service and support. There are so many shops that I've been into that complain, I don't have the service and support. It's very obvious to me here as you're installing 4 more machines as 4 get rotated out, that service and support is also something that you commit to at Jaguar. So what does service and support mean to you?
So first of all, we're located in Silicon Valley. Each of us, of Jaguar people who work at Jaguar, we have lots of experience in the industry. So we are really committed when it comes to service and support. We just don't want to have the customer waiting. I know they have their schedules with their own customers, and we just want them to keep running those machines. And that's, for us, is very important. I think it's part of your being a dealership now, these days. You don't just have to, you have to do more. You have to do more for your customers.
100% agree. I couldn't agree more with that. We've turned situations into more of a turnkey with service and support, being there on a regular basis. We're not just pulling machines off of a shelf, dropping them on the floor and saying, good luck everybody else. That's not how this works. But you want to have a little fun with me? You want to have a little fun on camera today with the audience?
Sure, yeah.
I see 2 machines that are getting installed. Can we go take a look at these machines?
Let's go.
Let's invite the audience, take a look at some of these machines. How's your skipping, by the way? You got to skip over some parts. Jorge, one of my favorite conversations is these pallet change systems, because they can change the way a machine shop runs. And I would make the discussion that some folks think automation means I must have 1,000 parts, and of course it can, but it can also mean I can have a different part for every single one of my pallets, and I can be a high volume or low volume, high mix shop as well. And that's what these med centers from Kitamura bring to the table, isn't it?
That is correct. So being in Silicon Valley, things are super expensive. Cost of living is very high. Rents are very high. Buying a building is extremely high. And also finding people is very difficult. Now, things are changing. So more companies, machine shops, manufacturers, they are going into automation. And these machines are perfect for Silicon Valley. They're not just 5-axis machines, but also they can be fully automated. This machine has a 24 pallet system and over 100 tools ATC. So this machine can run 24/7 in this small space. It's just the way to go, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And let's invite the camera a little closer because we have the lights on in this one here. And just take a look at the inside. You mentioned 20,000 RPM.
Correct.
How many pallets did you say, Jorge?
24 pallets.
24 pallets. You mentioned 100 tools as well.
Yes.
So something I'd like to bring up that I think is important is if you have a bunch of pallets, but not enough tools for your tool holder, it makes it difficult to have the high mix. But that's why you have so many different tools, 100 tools in there. So whether it's redundant tooling for maybe the harder materials or a bunch of different tools for the high mix, that gives you the ability to just fill that entire tool changer with
Correct.
whatever tooling you want.
Correct. And I have to correct myself. This is 120 tools,
Oh, 120.
which is even better. Yes.
Let's go ahead and say 100 and they go, just kidding, 120. We got, we're having fun. We told the audience we would have fun and come over here. So 120 tools, 24 pallets,
24 pallets.
20,000 RPM.
Yes.
And something else I think is incredibly important, Jorge, you brought this up. You said rent is expensive.
Yes.
You said people are hard to find.
Correct.
The Kitamura machine reduces secondary, third operations almost 100% because of the accuracy of the parts that come off the machine.
Yes.
That too is removing that need for more and more people that we can't find.
Right. That is true. And also, I have to say, these machines have scales. So you have X, Y, Z, rotary, and tilting axis scales. So parts that come out from these machines are perfect.
Yeah, pristine, perfect.
Yes. And that's what it takes to be in Silicon Valley, really.
Ooh, I like that statement. I don't know about, that's what it takes to be in Silicon Valley. I like that. So let's wrap this whole conversation up. We've talked about the importance of partnerships. We've talked about service and support. We've talked about the machines themselves. Let's just bring this all together by letting everyone know a website where they can find you and maybe a little bit about how long you've been around so that they know a little bit more about who you are, Jorge.
Yes, so we're in Fremont, California. We've been in business for over 11 years. And we support customers that have been using Kitamuras since the 1980s. And also we support some other machines, but Kitamura is very special to us. We have a very strong relationship with Kitamura and our customers. So it's a very important partnership.
Well, now that you sold me and everyone who's watching right now, what's your website? How can we find you? Home address? Do you want to give us our home? How about that? Personal cell? We don't do that on camera.
Well, many customers have my personal cell, which is good. And our website is jaguarmachinetools.com. And yeah, you can see what we have there.
And I would do a growl for Jaguar, but I would just look silly, and I would sound silly as well. But this is Jaguar. This is my buddy Jorge. This is Kitamura, and this is how you thrive in Silicon Valley. My man here said it best. Thank you all for watching. Time is the one thing we cannot manufacture more of, and if you spent it with us, Jorge and I both truly appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.